So Nachmanides asks, why are we so obsessed with Egypt? We put on our tefillin, it's talking about Egypt. On the front of every door, we have a mezuza, it's about Egypt. We say Shema, the main Jewish prayer, it's about Egypt. We make a blessing after we eat food, it's about Egypt. Everything we do is so much about Egypt. Shabbat, we say Kiddush, it's about Egypt. When we do the Jewish holidays, especially Passover, it's all around the concept of Egypt. So why are we so obsessed with Egypt? And the answer, I think, is based on the three ways that the Torah wants us to perfect ourselves. The Torah wants us to perfect ourselves between me and myself, how I act with myself, how I am with myself. It wants me to perfect between me and my friends, how I act with the people around me. And it wants me to perfect myself between me and God. Those are the three areas. So between me and my friends, when I think of Egypt, when I relive the story of Egypt, I am then more empathetic for others. I understand someone who's in pain because we were in pain. I understand the widow. I understand the convert. I understand those that are poor. I have, and I instill within myself, a social responsibility for those that are around me. The second thing is between me and God. The concept of Egypt instills within us the idea that God is involved not just in creating the world at the beginning, but He's involved in the creation of the world all the time, at every moment. Why? Well, there's 10 utterances when the world was created through 10 speeches, which allowed the things to exist. But there were also the 10 plagues, and the 10 plagues represent the 10 involvements, or the way that God is involved in the world itself all the time. So when I relive the story of Egypt, I'm actually instilling within myself emunah. I'm instilling within myself the concept that God is involved in everything. In every challenge I may be through, every difficulty, I should be positive because there's actually a reason for it to happen. There's a purpose in everything. So it's the concept of emunah. And the third, finally, is between you and yourself. When you relive the story of Egypt, it's not just a story that happened then, enslaved to people that was then. No, we all have a certain slavery to ourselves. You know, someone who says, I don't want to eat this cake, I'm on a diet, and can't overcome the challenge and eats the cake, is in some ways enslaved to themselves. The cake is controlling them. Their body is controlling them. The desire to eat it is controlling them. But if someone does not succumb to his challenge of eating the cake and says, no, I'm going to walk away, by walking away, you are free from yourself. You're free from your body. You were able to say, I am not going to listen to my inner self saying, eat, eat, eat. I want to lose weight, and therefore I'm going to overcome it. Well, we all have different challenges, different things that we are enslaved to within ourselves. When we say no to them, we are actually free in many ways. So the story of Egypt represents slavery, but it's also slavery to the physical world, to the physical self. And we want to come free, Lizboach LaHashem, to sacrifice, to work, to be in connection with God. And those are the three things, I think, that the story of Egypt is the reason why we are so obsessed with that concept. Thank you for listening.